everyone. My name is Keshav, and myself and my team are developing a decentralized marketplace for eBooks. Alex is an average reader. He loves to read book, especially ebooks, because it is easy to carry and use. He would buy a book, but then he doesn't see value in it, because he buys it, he reads and he leaves it. He cannot do anything else from it. That is why he switches to subscription model, where he pays less, but he thinks he can read more. The problem with subscription model is they charge you only $169 in India and $10 outside in foreign countries, but you don't get latest collection over there. And on average, 70% of readers read less than 1.2 books a month. The cost of one book is less than $5, but they pay $10 a month. This is where Nalanda comes in picture. So what happens to Alex is he's confused right now. He starts reading ebooks, he goes to subscription model, and then again he goes back to reading books. So on average, 80% of ebook readers, I'm not talking about all the readers, only ebook readers read ebooks plus print books. What Nalanda does is, so first the market size, the entire publishing industry is of $133 billion. Ebook alone, including audiobook, is $23 billion. If you see print segment, there is a market of reselling the books. I mean, if you buy a book, you resell it, and it is of 10%, around $30 billion. When you talk about ebooks, it doesn't exist over there, because Kindle doesn't allow you to share the books. So I was talking ebook ecosystem. This is a buying pattern. 68% of people still buy ebooks. They don't go for subscription model, because once they go for subscription model, and then after 3-4 months time, they realize it is not worth it. And in ebook readers, that I was talking about earlier, the choice of reading books, it always goes to they are reading ebooks and books parallelly. So I'm an EV reader. I started in 2010 on Google Playbook, I switched to Kindle. I have more than 100 ebooks on both the platforms. I still buy books. So I have a library and I have e-library both. Our target market is of $27 billion, $23 billion of ebook market that we are targeting. And since we would be the first player in a market to provide a secondary marketplace for ebooks, we have done calculation. We saw we are creating additional $4.4 billion market which doesn't exist right now. So we are creating it. The total market that we are targeting is $27 billion. The problem, as I was telling about earlier, readers are not the owners of their ebooks. They buy it, they read it, and they forget about it. It's in their account, but they cannot do anything. For authors, they have a low barrier to customers. So to give you data, 56% of books that you see on platform anywhere that have been written by independent authors, and an independent author on average sell not more than 10 copies of this ebook. Also, if you take any publisher, for example, Hachette India or Penguin, they don't sell more than 250 copies or maybe 500 copies of any book in an entire lifespan. 70% time, these publishers don't break even. So we provide them a platform where they can sell their books, and since readers are buying it, reading it and resharing it with their friends, they're reselling it, they're kind of acting like a market agent for these books. The solution that we are providing is obviously content that is tradable asset, which you can sell, lend, rent. This is where readers find benefit from ebook, and for authors, they have multiple revenue streams. This is the ROI that we have done for readers. The first section is Kindle subscription model, and I have taken on average a reader reads 1.2 book a month. His reading cost of reading one book is 141 rupees. If he buys the same ebook, he spent 283 rupees, but on our platform he will only pay 85 rupees. That is only 30% of what he's paying on other platforms. These are business models. The first is obviously marketplace, where you can buy new book or old book, ebooks. Then there's the initial title offering that we are providing. So if you're an author, for you the chance of crossing the 200 book barrier, which you actually don't cross. Any author, most 60% author, sorry, 90% author don't sell more than 200 copies. So what happens? What we do is, it is simple as, like there is an IDO. We have taken that model and we have made a model initial title offering. You are an author, you say you have written this book. We go to some bloggers or people who can, back your book. So this is a good book. And we go to community, then say this is an author. So let's say I'm an author and I written this book, Nalanda Revolution in Publishing Industry. I'll go to community and say this book is on sale at $5.99 for only 600 readers. So basically, I'm allowing readers. I'm allowing authors to reach 600 readers, which they cannot do easily. The question is, why would reader, buy this book? The answer is, if you buy this book, so for first 600 readers, we'll get 50% royalty on entire lifetime earning of this title. So let's say titles become bestseller or sell 2,000 copies or 20,000 copies or become this movie. 50% of royalty will go to these 600 readers. So what happens first? There is an author. He reached 600 people through this model. They are readers who spend not more than 200 or 300 rupees buying this book. And we have calculated if the book sells 2,000, 20,000 copies, reader would make at least 20,000 rupees, which is not a big money, but investing 200 rupees and making 20,000 is a decent amount for them. So there is a value in buying ebooks over here. Book pool, it is more like staking, but then the value is over here when it comes to second model, that is book cafes. So you would have heard about there are book cafes where you go to a cafe store, you buy a cappuccino, you buy a latte, and then this library, you take a book there and you read it. Now we say to this cafe store, everybody store Cafe Coffee Day, integrate your platform with us. So if your customer, you walks in the store, you buy a coffee, there's a scanner, scan it using your account of Nalanda, you can read 60 minutes free book over there. So for cafe, he is getting more walk-ins. A customer is able to read 60 minutes of ebook free just for buying coffee, and we are getting customer. Now imagine I have a standalone independent coffee store in Delhi somewhere. And there's a new book that has been launched on our platform. I have bought it. So I'm saying to my readers, you have to read this book for free. This is a new launch book. You can come to my store, buy a coffee, and get 60 minutes readings for free. So this is and how this cafe store will get booked. So a person can read only one book at a time. So a person can have only one book a copy at a time. So this is where this book comes in picture. And I imagine there are 1 lakh readers on my platform who are selling their books. Not all the readers will be able to sell their books. So what we do is we say that you stake your book on our pool, we'll pay you some amount for it. And these books are given to these book cafe owners, so they can choose book from this pool. So let's say a reader has bought a book of 300 rupees, he stakes it, and he's taking these cafe owners would only rent it from them at rupees 10 rupees or 20 or something. So this is how this model works. This is all about the product. This is my team. We are a team of 7 people. Myself, I'm working in Amazon right now. Then I handle business and marketing. Archie is a full stack developer. He has a experience of having his own startup. Lokesh is again a blockchain developer. He's working projects like US, DAOs with OnGold. Anurag is a front-end developer and a UX designer for us. We also have a marketing team. Priyanka and Siddharth, they are the marketing experts, and Naveen is a community manager. That's it. I'll show you, I'll take 2 minutes more and show you the demo of a product we have already built. So, we launched our platform for testnet last month on 1st of July. So far, we have seen 4,000 people coming on platform, bought 900 books. When I say they bought, it is like for free, it was for free, we were just testing it. Bought 900 books. The total amount of readers, I say it's 4.8K. There was a spike on first when we launched it. Daily we are seeing around 30-40 people still coming on platform to see. So the model is tested. This is our platform. Now how do we come to the technology part? Why we are using blockchain right now? So to define the ownership, you need to use a blockchain that cannot be in a Web2 space. So there is a cover which is treated as an NFT and the content is treated as another NFT. You are basically buying a cover and both the covers, both NFTs are stored on IPFS. So once you buy it, it is in your wallet, and when you try to read it, it will check if you have if you are the owner of cover or not. If you are the owner of a cover, then only will be able to access the IPFS, the file that is stored on IPFS. This is how the entire model works. That's it from my side. Any questions?
How many people read on browser? Where are the data on? How many people read books on browsers?
Browser. So we are building a mobile app. This is just for a demo.
Okay. How many people read on mobile app? For example, I read on Kindle.
Okay.
So that, to make that behavior change, right? There's going to be a journey for you guys, right? To move me from a device which gives me all the books at one place, and then you're asking me to go to a browser or mobile app and work on that. Do you guys have a plan for that?
So I didn't get a question. You are asking how many people read book on mobile apps?
Mobile apps and browsers, yeah.
So there is sudden shift in last 3 months, 3 years. People are not seeing value in product like Kindle, iBook and all because it's costly. So 60% of people are still reading book on mobile apps and tablets.
Okay.
And the product that I show you right now, and that is the entire presentation, I have not portrayed it as a blockchain product. It is a blockchain behind, but the entire front end has to be Web 2 so that user does not get confused with the product.
As you said that I will have the NFT as covers, right?
Yes.
But to read this, you have to go to Nalanda.
Yes, correct.
So the centralized, it will be centralized for you to read me for you. I have to go to your platform.
So let's say you make your own product just like me. The entire, so it is in my account. I can send it to the another platform. That could be done.
So readers can be made, like people can build products and use that this app and read books other.
They can, but the problem is, as you know, IPF is an open platform. If you put something over there, you can see it, correct? That was a challenge for us. So if it is a picture, an NFT picture, anyone seeing is not a problem. But let's say if it is content, if they are able to read for free, it has no value. And that is what we have done. We have created, so if you heard of Pinata is a solution for summary. What it does is, it protects the content that is available on IPFS. And that is what we have done. We have developed it, this entire solution in-house. So if you have a cover NFT in your platform, in your wallet, then only you are able to read the content that is stored on IPFS. So it checks for it. So let's say this is my book, I'll show you. Can I have
So it's NFT gated, right?
Sorry?
It's NFT gated.
Yes.
So if I have an NFT, only I can access anything. Yes, can we book or anything? Only then I can access.
Yes. The most important part, sorry, I forgot to tell you. Since there is a concept of old ebook, so how to differentiate an old and new book? Correct? Each ebook looks the same. So what we have done is we have developed an algorithm called decay algorithm that mimics a physical book-like features. So when you say old book, print book, it is like you bought a book for 300 and you read it for 10 days and you go to a store sell. वो देखेगा cover कितना फटा हुआ है, there's a coffee mark on it or not, something like that, and then you say you bought a book for 250, I'll give you 240 or maybe 200 rupees. So let's say if my book appearance is better than yours, I'll get more price. It will fetch more price in the market. That is what I have done in ebook as well. So when there are two factors that we consider right now. One is a read time. So let's say I bought a book, I read it for 10 hours maybe, and I'm selling it to someone else. There's a decay algorithm. So decay algorithm 5, it starts from 0 to 5. 5 says it is an ebook. It decreases based on how many times you have read it. So it will come to 4.6. And the system will suggest a price, like you bought it for $5. The current market price should be $4.9 or $4 or $5. And it is a suggestive price, you can still sell it at 5 or 0, whatever you want. Let's say I sell it to you, then the decay algorithm will factor two things now. The read time that was earlier, current person read time, and since he's a new number of previous owner has. This is how it works. So this is how we differentiate old and new.
And that's a feature becomes core right now. Good. So for example, if I have this NFT in my wallet, so I can even sell this OpenSea too, right?
You can not sell it on OpenSea.
I can transfer it to someone else if I want to.
You can transfer, so you can transfer the cover maybe, but not the content. So content we have designed it in a way, like although it is in public server, even only if you have an NFT you can have it, but through only our platform. Because the access wala part is linked to our platform. It is not open, no one has done it.
So I'm going to assume that you guys are doing connect wallet, right?
Yes.
We don't have to create a new account in your platform, you just connect our wallet.
So for that also, yes, for that also we have to kept it simple. The entire process allows you to log in through Gmail or those things.
So two accounts we need to access it. That's why the
Yes.
transfer thing can't work.
Yes. So the entire, again, the tech part is blockchain, but the entire front part we have kept it as simple as possible for the readers.
Cool.
So just one comment. First of all, I don't think you need to make the books old. That's one thing. Secondly, maybe the older it gets more expensive. Maybe push it the other way. And also, I don't think you should kind of have this gated. Because let's say you're making a book place, right? Someone else will make a book place, a third person. I think it will be better to open source this, make the protocol, let everyone use this protocol, and then generate dominance in this. Because if you have a protocol, someone else makes a protocol, and that one is better, right? Then your whole thing will be obsolete. It will be better, I think, to kind of create that entire ecosystem and not have you as the only player, because this is an open market at the moment, right, on blockchain. And my last question was, how are publishers making money again?
Okay, so authors for authors and publishers, when they sell it, so again, I was talking about 10 billion market for secondary print book. None of that, not even a dollar goes to author publisher because it has been done offline. And if I sell a book to you, publisher won't know it, so they're losing revenue over this. So what we are doing over here is, obviously for the first time purchase, so when author uploads his book, so there is a very simple format to also upload a book.
Just on transfer, are you giving the publishers a cut?
Sorry?
On transfer, okay.
Yes. On every transaction, publisher will get a part of it. If there is a secondary book sale, you will get 10% and platform will get 2%. If it is a primary sale, platform will get 20% and the author will get 80%. Come to your three questions earlier. First, if I don't go for old book model, why would people sell the book at a lower or higher price? So I bought an ebook at $10. If I want to resell it, what should be my idea behind reselling it at $10? Why would you buy it from me or not from the Kindle? How will I differentiate myself together?
I'm really sorry. The time is done.
Yes.
I don't want to be unfair to other.
No problem. Sure.
You can talk to him afterwards.
Done.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.